yourselves. Remember what it was like to just be present to the people that are sitting right in front of you, to just be present to yourself and to God. So we are on...
It should be on now. If they notified you, you can go to airplane mode.
Well, now he won't know because he turned off his phone. Yeah.
Awesome. So. Hi, sorry about that.
You didn't need the introduction anyway, so it's okay. I think I got it all, Cantor.
I think you did too.
So. Okay.
And thanks to Corey, now we're all ready.
All right. We are on page 192 because that's exactly where we're beginning. We continue now in the English, a prayer for our bodies, that they work well enough that we can be here together this morning, reading together, "Praise to you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who formed the human body with skill, creating the body's many pathways and openings. It is well known before your throne of glory that if one of them be wrongly opened or closed, it would be impossible to endure and stand before you. Blessed are you, Adonai, who heals all flesh, working wondrously. Baruch atah Adonai, rofeh chol basar, umafli la'asot." And just the first Hebrew line on page 196, a prayer for our souls, these pure souls that God breathes into us with every breath we take. Elohai neshama shenatata bi tehorai, Elohai neshama shenatata bi tehorai, Elohai neshama shenatata bi tehora tehorahi Elohai neshama shenatata bi 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 tehorahi. We now begin a series of blessings that our prayer book calls Nisim B'chol Yom, blessings for everyday miracles. These are things that all of us likely did this morning. We were laying in bed and we opened our eyes. And we could say, it's daytime. We could tell the difference between the night and the day. We probably sat up in our beds and stretched our bodies, and we got out of bed and we washed our bodies and we put on clothes, and probably for at least some of those things, maybe all of those things, we didn't think much of them. We just did them. This Siddur, this prayer book in Jewish tradition says to us, no, stop. Don't just take these things for granted. Don't just take for granted that your eyes are going to open every morning. Don't take for granted that you have clothes to put on your body. Don't take for granted that you can sit up or stand up, that you can go and leave your home and walk wherever you're going. And so we say these series of blessings to stop and recognize that these are, in fact, small miracles that each of us has experienced today. And in fact, this entire section of the service, Birchot HaShachar, morning blessings, is about just that, getting ready for the day, blessings for the morning, preparing for the whole day. It's only once we prepare for the day can we actually then go about doing anything important and worthwhile as far as Jewish tradition is concerned. Our cantor will explain to us how we're going to chant through this series of blessings again on page 198.
So we chant the first two lines in Hebrew, which is part of our normative blessing, and then we jump down to the last line of each blessing in English and chant the English. And we do this so that we can more deeply understand and embrace the meaning of each of these blessings. Most of them are universal, although a few towards the end are particularistic. So as you are comfortable, I invite you to join in as we chant through the next several pages. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who has given the mind the ability to distinguish day from night. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who opens the eyes of the blind. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who frees the captive. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who lifts up the fallen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who stretches the earth over the waters. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who strengthens our steps. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who clothes the naked. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who gives strength to the weary. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who removes sleep from the eyes, slumber from the eyelids. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam,
who made me in the image of God. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who has made me free. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who has made me a Jew. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who girds Israel with strength. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who crowns Israel with splendor.
And we read now a blessing for the study of Torah on the top of page 204. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah. And having said a blessing for the study of Torah, now we have to study something. And this is actually not technically from Torah, from the 5 books of Moses, but from rabbinic literature, from the Mishnah. We read on the next page, Elu devarim she'ein lahem shi'ur she'adam ochel perotehem ba'olam hazeh v'hakeren kayemet lo la'olam haba. These are things that are limitless, of which a person enjoys the fruit of the world, while the principle remains in the world to come. Sam, this actually sort of connects this Elu Devarim to your Devar Torah later. We'll see if we can make the connection later. Remind me, okay, if I forget to say. All right, but so this, those 4 lines in English, I always interpret them to mean that when we do these things in the world, we get benefit from them immediately, but that the spiritual residue stays with us for eternity when we do these things. So now we're going to get a list beginning on the 4th line. Let's read together. They are honoring one's father and mother, engaging in deeds of compassion, arriving early for study, morning and evening, dealing graciously with guests, visiting the sick, providing for the wedding couple, accompanying the dead for burial, being devoted in prayer, and making peace among people. But the study of Torah encompasses them all. We are now going to move into a section of the service called Psukei de Zimra on page 214. These are a series of psalms. We're going to sing just one, but a series of psalms praising God. And on page 214, Psalm 92, praising God specifically for having created this very day, Shabbat. Mizmor Shir Leyom HaShabbat, a song written for Shabbat.
Mizmor Shir Leyom HaShabbat, Tov lehodot la'Adonai, ulezamer l'shimcha elyon, ulezamer l'shimcha elyon. Mizmor Shir Leyom HaShabbat, Tov lehodot la'Adonai, ulezamer l'shimcha elyon, ulezamer l'shimcha elyon. להגיד בבוקר חסדך, באמונתך בלילות, עלי אסור ועלי נבל, עלי ניקיון מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך
In some ways, up until now, the entire service has been warm-up. We move into the main portion of our service called Shema Uverchatecha, the Shema and its blessings, with the Chatzi Kaddish on page 224.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה,
אמן.
ויעמד יברך חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל.
בעגלה, בעגלה, ובזמן קריב.
ואמרו
אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך, לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה יתברך.
יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי תקודשה בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה
תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירן בעלמה
ואמרו
Amen. Please rise if you're able, page 226, the Baruch Hu, our call to prayer. Please be seated. We continue together on the top of page 229. In the beginning, even then, a new light was sown for the righteous, a promise that your light would become the catalyst, first for order and then for hope. Author of language and light, help us to use words as you have, to cast light into dark waters and draw out justice and truth. Baruch atah Adonai, Yotzer HaMeorot. And we continue responsively on the top of page 231. Once or twice in a lifetime, a man or woman may choose a radical leaving, having heard, Lech Lecha, go forth.
God disturbs us toward our destiny by hard events and by freedom's now urgent voice, which explode and confirm who we are.
We don't like leaving, but God loves becoming.
Baruch atah Adonai, habocher be'amo Yisrael be'ahava.
Please rise once more for Shema, page 232.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malachuto Le'olam Va'ed.
Please be seated.
Ve'ahavta.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Sam, come and join us. I completely forgot as I was thinking about it. Sorry about that false start, but our bar mitzvah is going to be leading us in some prayers this morning.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם להות על ידך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. We read responsibly on the bottom of page 239. The eternal truth is that you alone are God and there is none else.
May the righteous of all nations rejoice in your love and exult in your justice.
Let them beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks.
Let nation not lift up sword against nation, nor learn war anymore.
You shall not hate your brother or your sister in your heart.
The stranger that sojourns with you shall be accepted as your equal, for you were strangers in the land of Egypt.
Why do you crush my people and oppress the poor? Asked God.
We know that the Eternal One defends the poor and upholds the rights of the needy.
Praise to God Most High.
Blessed is God and deserving of blessing.
Our Song of Redemption, page 240, Micha Mocha.
שיר החדשות שיבחו גאולים ושמך שפת היום יחד כולם הודו ודיברו ויאמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד
ישראל, קומה בעזרת ישראל, ופדחנו ממך יהודה וישראל, גואלנו אדוני צבאות שמו, קדוש ישראל, ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל.
The central prayer of this morning's service, the tefillah, can be found beginning on page 242. We will chant out loud together through page 248, but this prayer continues all the way through page 260. So when we are done chanting out loud together, you have some options. You can either continue in the Hebrew, or you can continue in the English, or you can close your prayer book altogether and pray the words of your own hearts, your own personal private prayer. And if you have not taken a seat while you're doing that, when you are done with your prayer, if you would please be seated so that we know we can continue together as one community. For now, though, if you're able, please rise, page 242.
Adonai sifatar tiftach ufi agid tehilatecha.
Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei avoteinu, ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor veHanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Vekonei HaKol, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור עולם אדוני, מחיה מתים אתה רב להושיע, משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיה מתים ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו.
מעיני עפר, מחמוך בעל גבורות, ומדו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצליח ישועה, ונאמן אתה לחיות הכל. Baruch atah Adonai, Melayeh HaKol.
נקדש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמי מרום, ככתוב על יד נביאך, וקרא זה אל זה ואמר,
קדוש, 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 אדוני צבאות, מלוך כל הארץ, כבודו.
אדיר אדירנו אדוני אדוננו, מאדיר שמך בכל הארץ.
ברוך כבוד אדוני במקומו.
אחד הוא אלוהינו, הוא אבינו, הוא מלכנו, הוא מושיענו והוא ישמיענו, ברחמיו לעיני כל חי. אני אדוני אלוהיכם,
ימלוך אדוני לעולם, אלוהי ציון, לדור ודור, הללויה.
לדור ודור נגיד גודלך, ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש, ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני Ha'el HaKadosh.
Page 250, 250.
ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת מקדשי שבי שבת כולם יספעו ויתענגו מטובך שבת ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת והשביעי רצית בו וקידשת שבת חמדת ימים אותו קראת שבת ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת למעשה בראשית שבת זכר למעשה וראשית שבת ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת.
Corey and Teresa, did you pay the Gittermans to come and be the choir section? Or, yeah.
Well, that surely made Shabbat a delight. You have to watch the guest list. But talking about a delight of Shabbat.
Okay, Sam. So you got your sort of bema legs earlier when helping to lead us in the prayers, but now it's like prime time Torah service time, okay? All right, are you ready? Okay, go to answer. If you would join us on our bema and bring your parents with you, page 362, page 362.
You can leave your prayer books to your seats.
Please rise if you're able.
אין כמוך ואלוהים אדוני ואין כמעשיך מלכותך מלכות כל עולמים וממשלתך בכל דור ודור אדוני מלך אדוני מלך אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד אדוני עוז לעמו ייתן אדוני יברך את עמו ושלום אב הרחמים היטיב ברצונך את ציון תבנה חומות ירושלים תבנה חומות ירושלים כי בך לבד בטחנו מלך אל רם ונישא אדון עולמים כי מציון תצא תורה כי מציון תצא תורה ודבר אדוני מירושלים ברוך שנתן תורה תורה ברוך שנתן תורה תורה לעמו ישראל בקדושתו.
If you could close the ark, please. And we are going to head to the front of the bema and invite your grandparents to the bema as well. And Sam, if you could come and stand on one end. Perfect, great, very good, perfect, excellent. So in the Torah, in this these 5 books of Moses that I'm holding in my hands right now, that you'll be holding in a few moments, in this book of Exodus, you're reading from the very last section of the book of Exodus, but earlier in the book, God decides to give Torah to the people of Israel. And our rabbis, our sages, they like to fill in gaps in the stories because there's not enough detail in the Torah, and they sort of wonder about that moment where God is going to give the Torah to the Israelites. And they imagine God saying to the Israelites, I have this teaching. That's what Torah means. It means teaching. I have this teaching that I'd like to give you, but I need good guarantors for it. And the people say, no problem. We know exactly who our good guarantors are. They are our elders. That's all the people to your left. And God says, no, not for the sake of your elders will I give you this Torah. And the people, they go back and they talk to each other. They come back to God. They say, okay, fine. If not for the sake of our elders, then for the sake of our prophets. And God says, no, not for the sake of your prophets either will I give you this teaching, this Torah. People go back, they talk to each other. Finally, they come back to God and they say, okay, for this, our children will be our guarantors. And God says, okay, for the sake of your children, I will give you this Torah. I like that Torah means teaching because it means not only in this moment are we passing down, in a symbolic way, of course, the teachings of Jewish tradition, but also as you embark on this new moment in your life, this movement from childhood to adolescence and ultimately adulthood, that you understand that all the teachings of your family are something that's passed down to you. They are teachings that you're aware of, that you're conscious of for sure, but they're also teachings that you're unaware of, things that are just a part of who you are, ways that you've been raised because that's how your parents were raised and their parents before them and before them and before them. They are things that are passed down from one generation to the next that we're totally unaware of, but are the fabric of what makes us us. Those are teachings that you carry with you and that you'll pass on to others in the future. People you love, family that you have one day, hopefully, and the world that you continue to create. They are, yes, these 5 books of Moses, Jewish tradition and Jewish teaching, but it's all of the teaching that's passed to you, Sam, that we ask you to now be a part of the lamp, the torch that goes out into the world, continuing to spread that knowledge, those teachings. And so we will symbolically pass now this teaching to you as we pass this Torah from one generation of your family to the next.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo, Lecha Adonai הגדולה והגבורה והתפארת והנצח וההוד כי כה בשמיים ובארץ כי כה בשמיים ובארץ לך אדוני הממלכה וימית נעשה לכל ראש על 3 דברים על 3 דברים על 3 דברים העולם עומד על 3 דברים על 3 דברים על 3 דברים העולם עומד על התורה ועל העבודה ועל גמילות חסדים על התורה ועל העבודה ועל גמילות חסדים על 3 דברים על 3 דברים על 3 דברים העולם עומד על 3 דברים על 3 דברים
We invite Isaac Powell and David Bircher to the Bima to undress our Torah.
Olam Omed. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
Please be seated. As I mentioned, we are in the very last section of Torah of the book of Exodus before we move into Leviticus next week. It's a good portion. As I cracked with our bar mitzvah last week. You got in right before all of the blood and guts of Leviticus, the skin diseases, and not that there's anything wrong with those sections. What's that?
About 8 months ago or so, 9 months ago,
we
changed the date.
Yeah. Well, they're all good. They're all different, and you get an opportunity to make them as applicable to today as possible.
Absolutely.
But you also had no easy Torah portion either, right? As you're going to explain in a little bit, this Torah portion is all about the building of the Mishkan, the tabernacle that the Israelites took with them through the desert. The Israelites are still sitting at the foot of Sinai, even though we read a number of weeks ago about the giving of the Ten Commandments in the Torah. They're still sitting there. They've built this tabernacle, and it's only now in some ways, even though we have a whole other book of Leviticus. It's not really narrative, though. It's all a bunch of laws. It's only now that they're going to begin their journey. Really at the beginning of the book of Numbers, they'll set out on their journey. But presumably, it's from here and then into Numbers and Exodus. And Leviticus sort of got mushed in there with all of the laws for the priests. For those of you who aren't aware, the Jewish people, we read through the entire Torah, the entire 5 books of Moses over the course of a year. And so that's why we have this particular section right now. We read it chronologically. And even though oftentimes it will the question will be asked, why are we reading about the Exodus when we're not near Passover? Because our holidays don't necessarily have anything to do with where we're reading in the Torah scroll itself. And we'll sometimes change where we read for holidays, but we still continue with the chronological cycle that we're in every single year. And in a few months, we get to the end of Deuteronomy, and we'll start all over again. Sound good? You can come back up. You can read again.
Anytime.
You already know it. You backed up when we said that. You're supposed to go forward, Sam. I'll stop talking for now, at least, and we can start inviting up your family members for the Aliyah to the Torah.
So for the first Aliyah, we invite up your sister. Ta'amod Chaya bat Chaim la Aliyah harishona.
Baruch et Adonai Hamavorach.
Baruch Adonai Havarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamavorach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam. Asher Bahar Banu Mikol Hamim. V'natan Lanu et Torato. Baruch Ata Adonai Noten HaTorah. Amen. Eile fikudei hamishkan, mishkan haidut, asher pukad al pi Moshe, avodat haleviim, beyadi tamar, ben aharon hakohen, uvitzalel, ben uri, ben hur lamate Yehuda, asa, et kol asher tiva Adonai et Moshe v'ito o holy of ben achisamach lamate dan charash v'koshev v'rokeim bat chelet uvargaman uvtola tashani uvashesh.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. I neglected to mention, if you'd like to follow along with these Torah readings, in that service handout you received, the loose piece of paper in there, we just read the Aliyah number 1, and now, of course, moving on to Aliyah 2. You can find the English translation and the Hebrew that is being chanted.
And for the second Aliyah, we call up your father. Ya'amud Chaim ben Hinach la'Aliyah hashniya.
Baruch et Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Havarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Kor hazahav he'asu lamelacha behu malechet hakodesh vayehi zehav hatnufa teishav esrim kikar uvshva me'ot ushloshim shekel b'shekel hakodesh v'chesef pekudei haida me'at kikar ve'elef uvshva me'ot v'chamisha b'shivim shekel b'shekel hakodesh beka lagulgulet machatzit hashekel b'shekel hakodesh leho ha'uvir O apkudim mi ben esrim shana v'malach l'shesh meot elef u'shaloshet alefim v'chamesh meot v'chamishim vayehi me'at kikar kesef v'atzeket eit Adonai HaKodesh ve'eit mizbah Adonai habarochet me'at adanim limat hakikar kikar laden.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen.
So, Sam, I love that you made like a slight mistake there. I love it. You want to know why? Because there's a tradition in Judaism, you're not supposed to memorize your Torah portion. So if you make a mistake, it's proof that you didn't memorize it, and therefore it sort of highlights that fact as far as I'm concerned. So good job on that. Thank you. Thank you. Before we go on to the third aliyah, which is the aliyah that's reserved for you, for the bar mitzvah, take a moment to think about what's happening right now. You've read Torah for two other people, for your sister and your father, and they could have come up here and nudged you out of the way and said, no, this is my aliyah, I'm going to read. Of course they didn't, because reading Torah is hard. It takes our students months to learn the few lines of Torah that they do, because the text that's used, the traditional text, it doesn't look quite like the text that you have in that handout. In that handout, you have the consonants, you have the vowels, you also have the trope marks, the Torah cantillation that are used to chant each word. Tell us where the emphasis is on the word. There's also some additional symbols like that look like colons that are actually periods for our verses. None of that's in the Torah scroll, right? All you have in the Torah scroll is the consonants, and that's it. And it's, as you'll see in a few moments when the Torah is lifted, it's just a series of consonants. And I even noticed that the scribe, whoever the scribe was that did this, although did a wonderful job on some of these words, they are quite smushed together, in particular in your section. So not only is there no vowels, no Torah trope, no punctuation, no capital letters, nothing like that. Some of these words look like they're two words that are really one. So reading Torah is a hard thing to do. That's my point. And so your dad and your sister didn't push you out of the way. They let you read for them, and they said the blessing. But it is that blessing that is the aliyah. It is not reading the Torah that is the aliyah. It is that blessing that is the aliyah. We would think, reading, it should be like that should be the biggest honor. Actually standing in front of the text and reading it, but that's not. It's saying the blessing. And so it's only now that you say the blessing over this Torah. And I think that is a teachable moment for us. That in life you will find yourself doing things maybe over and over again. Maybe they'll even feel like they're mundane, that they've just become normal parts of your life that don't have much meaning. We can stop and we can say words of thanks. We can say words of praise. We can look out at our world in the moment that we're in and acknowledge the sacredness of a moment. Whether it's with words of blessing from the Jewish tradition or it's words in your own heart that you come up with, let this moment be instructive for you. Stop and say blessings in your life. Stop and notice what's happening around you. Even if you've done it 2 times already, it's okay. Stop. Give thanks. It will make your life sweeter. It will make your life better. I promise. The cantor is going to call you up to Torah now in a special way. This is the only time ever in your life you will be called to Torah like this. Okay, so this is a one-time deal. So you got to listen really closely, okay? Okay.
Ready?
Ya'amod, 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 Habachor bar hamitzvah, Baruch ben Chaim u'Terez, la'aliyah ha'shalishit.
Baruch et Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol hamim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
ואת האלף ושבע המאות וחמישה ושבעים הסבבים למודים וציפה ראשיהם וחישק אותם Unachoshet hatnufa, shivim kikar, velpaim verbameot shakel. Vayaspa et Adonai petach ohel moed, ve'ed mizbach hanachoshet, ve'ed michbar hanachoshet, asher lo, ve'ed kokalei hamizbeach. Bet Adonai hachatzer saviv, Bet Adonai sha'ar hachatzer, ve'et koyidot hamishkan, ve'et koyidot hachatzer saviv. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Asher natan lanu Torah temet, v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu, Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
Amen. Take that. Shake your hand. All right. So you have said words of blessing. Now your parents will say words of blessing to you.
Shalom ben Chaim. Sam. Uh-oh. Give it to Mom. Sam, my son, I give you this blessing. Elroy, God of seeing, that a righteous and joyous path be revealed and protect you on your journey. Give it to Mom. I'm a mess. El Elyon, God exalted, that you may find comfort. Adonai, God of your family, that you may desire to learn from your past and strengthen the future of your children. Life, without which nothing is possible. Kindness, considered in every action. Happiness, the most treasured reward. Health, to allow happiness and kindness. You are never alone. You have family, you have friends, and you have God.
To lift and dress and hold our Torah, we invite to the Bima Ralph and Barbara Powell, Stanwood Chang, and Quincy Taney. This would, yeah, thanks. Taney. Please rise if you're able.
Step aside a little.
Have you ever done this before? Just got a crash course. Oh, you got a crash course. Yeah, just before. Okay. All right. No, okay. All right. No.
V'zot haTorah asher sa Moshe livnei bnei Yisrael al pi Adonai beyad Moshe. Yai lai 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 lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai lai lai.
Please be seated. On that same loose piece of paper in your handout, if you flip it over, you can find the words to the Haftarah for this morning's service. The Haftarah was a section added to the Torah service from somewhere in the prophets, in the Nevi'im. And each Torah portion has a different section from the prophets. Here we're reading from the first book of Kings. Sam was also reading out of our Navi scroll. That is a sort of the ability to go over and above what's required. You can, as opposed to the Torah scroll, which you all saw we read out of, you can read the Haftarah section from a book with vowels and consonants and the punctuation and all that good stuff. And our Navi scroll is written in a very similar way to a Torah scroll, so it doesn't have any of the vowels, doesn't have the punctuation, it has the consonants there, so thankfully that's good. You're not just looking at a blank sheet of parchment.
Then you'd have to memorize.
Yes. But again, some of our kids, our bar mitzvah students, are able to do this. Some read out of the book. Either is totally fine and wonderful, and this is just slightly more challenging. And so we love that you're using our Navi scroll. Thank you for doing that. Sam will chant a blessing before the Haftarah. He'll read the section that is on your sheet, and then he'll chant a blessing after as well.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bahar b'nvi'im tovim v'ratzah b'divreihem hanemarim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai Habocher b'Torah u'v'Moshe avdo u'v'Yisrael amo u'v'nvi'ei ha'emet v'tzedek.
Amen.
V'tishlach kol hamelacha asher asa hamelech Shlomo beit Adonai vayavei Shlomo et kodshei David aviv et hakesef v'et hazahav v'et hakelim Natan Be'otzrot Beit Adonai Az Yakel Shlomo Et Ziknei Yisrael Et Korashei Hamatot Nesiei Havot Livnei Yisrael El HaMelech Shlomo Yerushalayim Lehalot Et Aaron Brit Adonai Me'ir David Hitzion Vayikahalu El HaMelech Shlomo Kol Ish Yisrael Ve'yirach Etanim Bechag Hu HaChodesh HaShvi Vayavi'u Kol Ziknei Yisrael, Vaisu HaKohanim, Et Aaron, Vaikahalu, Et HaMelech Shalom, Et Aaron Adonai, Brit O HaMoed, Bet Kol Kalei HaKodesh, Asher Ba'ohel, Vayalu Otam, HaKohanim, Et Halvim, VeChamelech Shlomo, VeKol Adad Yisrael, Hanoadim Alav, Ikol Lifnei Haron, Mezabechim, Tzon Uvakar, Asher Lo Yisafru, Velo Yimanu Merov, Vayaviu HaKohanim, Et Aaron Berid Adonai El Mikumo, El Devir HaBait, El Kodesh HaKodashim, El Tachat Kanfei HaKeruvim, Ki HaKeruvim, Porsim Kenafayim, El Mekom Aaron, Vayasuku HaKeruvim, Al Haron, Val Badav, Mil Malach. Baruch Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Tzor kol haolamim, Tzadik bechol hadorot, Ha'el hane'eman, Ha'omer ve'osei, Ha'medaber u'mekayem, Shekol devarav emet v'tzedek, All HaTorah v'ol ha'avodah, v'ol hanvim v'ol hayom Shabbat hazeh, Shenatata lanu, Adonai Eloheinu, Lekidusha v'leminucha, V'halod u'letifaret, Al ha'kol Adonai Eloheinu, Hanachnu modim lach, U'mevarchim otach, Yitbarach Shem b'fi kol chai, Tamid le'olam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat.
We invite to our bima to return our Torah to the Ark, open the Ark for us, Matt Ridenauer and Alan Buse. Please rise if you're able.
Hodol eretz v'shamayim, vayarem keren le'amo, tehila lechol chasidav, livnei Yisrael am kerovo. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Eitz chaim hi lama chazikim ba v'tomecheha me'u
Be seated. Do your Devar Torah now, okay? So I know I made a big deal about reading Torah and the Haftarah as well. And in some ways, yes, I know those things are hard to do, but in some ways, the Devar Torah, I think, is the hardest thing that we ask our students to do, to look at text, the Torah text at least, that's, about 3,500 years old, and say, okay, what's this got to do with me today? The Jewish people have, in a sense, always thought of the Torah as a living document, as a document that continues to be interpreted in every generation, new meaning pulled from the text itself. The text doesn't ever change, right? That Torah that you read from was copied from a Torah, that was copied from a Torah, that was copied from a Torah, that was copied from a Torah for about, more than 2,000 years. It's been done like that. And so that text is locked in place, but the way that we continue to interpret the text changes, and it is that process, I believe, that is a key reason why we Jews have been around for as long as we have. That we look at our text not as a dead text, that one meaning is locked in there and that's all that we can read from it, but as a living text that continues to be interpreted, that we become a part of the Shalshelet HaKabbalah, this chain of tradition, by offering our own interpretations of the text itself. And so it's with great delight that we have you on our bima this morning to read your Devar Torah, a really beautiful Devar Torah with a number of different wonderful points that I'm excited that this congregation gets to hear what you think about this Torah portion.
My Torah portion is from the very end of the book of Exodus. In Exodus, Moses led the Israelites out of Egypt to escape from slavery. On their way out, they camped out at a base of Mount Sinai. Moses went to the top of Mount Sinai to talk to God, and God gave Moses the instructions for building the tabernacle. Because Moses was gone for so long, the Jewish people decided to give up and worship a golden calf. Then Moses was really mad because it was against what they had promised to do, which was to worship only God. The people got it together and agreed to build the tabernacle. The Torah portion is the accounting ordered by Moses for the exact building of the tabernacle. My Haftarah portion is from around the beginning of the book of Kings. Solomon is the king. He has a time of peace and constructs the temple in Jerusalem. There has been a lot of hard work to build the temple. In order to celebrate, the people had a big festival and a dedication for the house of God that they had just built. I can connect the history of my Torah portion and my Haftarah portion. Joshua became the leader of the Jewish people after Moses and helps to settle them in the Promised Land. After Joshua comes to the judges, Eli and Samuel, and then the kings, Saul and David. David's son is King Solomon. My Torah portion and my Haftarah portion relate because in my Torah portion, Moses constructs the tabernacle for God. In the Haftarah portion, King Solomon builds the temple for God in Jerusalem. I'm going to focus my Devar Torah on the first line of my Torah portion, 38:21. These are the records of the tabernacle of the pact, which were drawn up at Moses' bidding. Moses collected riches for the tabernacle for God. He wants to make sure that people do not think he is stealing their riches for himself. In order to show this loyalty, Moses demanded an exact accounting of all the riches that were given. This would be given to the people to make sure nobody would think that Moses was using their money for himself. Talmudic sages referred to this verse when explaining why workers at the temple are going to be given special rules while collecting and spending money for the temple. This is to ensure the safety of the people's donations. For example, while the workers are making incense for the temple, those workers will be prohibited from wearing perfume. Some more rules from the interpretation of the verses were that 2 people were supposed to write and publish the accounting books. Another is that money collectors are only allowed to wear garments of clothing that are pocketless. This will make sure that people do not think that they are stealing riches for themselves. Business ethics were used when building the temple. It shows how respectful Moses and the other workers were with the other people's money. A modern-day example of business ethics would be banking. If I were to put some money in a bank account, the banker would send me constant bank statements so that I could be very sure of how much interest I've earned and when money is taken out of my account or put it in. Another modern-day example of business ethics would be a charitable organization. Today, these organizations usually make sure that you know exactly what you're doing with their money. Food Gatherers is a charitable organization that helps to stop world hunger. Each year, Food Gatherers has annually over 6,000 volunteers to work and to provide almost 14,000 meals per day for people in need. I personally am one of those 6,000 volunteers, and to help Food Gatherers make a difference. I have helped them in many different ways. For my birthday party with friends, I ask for donations instead of gifts, and instead I have a birthday party with just my family and save gifts for them. Another way that I can help out at Food Gatherers is over the summer. I helped sort out edible food that is rescued from grocery stores. Food Gatherers uses business ethics by sending out newsletters each year with all the recorded statistics of income in all categories and payments in all categories. This reassures people that the money that they give to the Food Gatherers is being spent properly and is in good hands. Food Gatherers gets a rating out of 98 out of 100 from Charity Navigators. Charity Navigators is a nonprofit charity evaluating system that rates over 9,000 charities in the United States. Over 11 million people worldwide frequently use these charities. Like the Talmud authors, the organization Charity Navigators put rules into place about what it means to be trusted and accountable for charities in 2019. Some examples of their rules are have an outside accountant look at the financial statements, list how much the company pays the CEO, and publish what events go on in the inside board meetings. In my future, I would like to start my own business. I'm quite interested in retail. However, there are good ways to retail items and bad ways. This is where business ethics comes into play. For example, if you go around stealing from people and selling their stuff, not only is it a very inhumane thing to do, but if you do that for a business, you might as well get caught and get a fine of $5,000 while trying to sell the $5 item that you stole. A good example of this would be at a gas station. The cashier should be welcoming and polite to all customers by not cheating their money, but there are also security cameras for the person running the register to check if all the customers are treating his or her store correctly. Business ethics also mean that businesses should focus on more than short-term profit. Businesses need to recognize that their business strategy should not have a negative effect on the planet. For my bar mitzvah lunch, I'm aiming for as little waste as possible. Some disposable plate, cup, and bowl companies use styrofoam to produce their products. This type of material has toxic chemicals and is non-biodegradable, which causes landfills to fill up. The types of bowls, plates, and cups that I've chosen are a lot better for the environment. They're biodegradable, which means that you can compost them, along with any food scraps. This ends up at Recycle Ann Arbor, where it is composted instead of being thrown into a landfill. Now, back to business ethics. The prices are a lot of the reason why many companies choose not to go down the composting road. For example, a styrofoam plate is 2 cents, whereas a compostable plate is 16 cents. A plastic fork, 4 cents, whereas a compostable fork is 10 cents. Styrofoam cup, 3 cents. Compostable cup, 10 cents. This extra pricing is more important in the long run because people will trust companies that care about the environment. Business ethics and trust are one of the most fundamental features of our society. Moses and King Solomon show that example to the extreme. Companies that strive for zero waste, as well as charities such as Food Gatherers, are an exact role model of what I think that my whole entire Torah portion is trying to focus on. You and I may end up using these ethics and tactics in our future lives, and Pikudei gives a viewpoint on this idea that shows how important that level of trust is for a business. Thank you.
So thank you for offering us those words of Torah, your words of Torah. and for making this connection for us between the ways that collections were done at the time that our ancestors were building the tabernacle and ways that it might impact how we think about business ethics today. You mentioned the collectors collecting for the tabernacle not having clothes with any pockets. That same sort of concept continues even to today in some Jewish communities where those who are tasked with collecting tzedakah, they never do it alone. They always do it with another person as another sort of stopgap to make sure that it's somebody who thinks, oh, maybe I'll just keep $5 of the dollars that I got. I mean, I could use a sandwich or something or whatever it might be, right? That it stops anything like that from ever happening, and assures the person who's giving the tzedakah that their money is going to exactly where they think it's going. I mentioned when we were going through Eila Devarim that I thought that there was a bit of a connection, and it is this sort of concept of taking and accounting that I think is the connection for us. Pekudei, your Torah portion, as you mentioned, is this accounting of all of the items used for the tabernacle. We also talk about, when it comes to the High Holy Days, this concept of cheshbon ha-nefesh, of taking an accounting of one's soul. That we think of that concept both in how we interact with the world externally, but also an internal sort of ethical audit of who we are. And so when we engage in ethical behavior, when we engage in behaviors that help this world stand more firmly on its ethical base, that those actions, those ways that we act in the world, they stay with us. Our tradition tells us in that prayer, Eila Devarim, they stay with us forever. It isn't just a one-time moment. You've done well, and you're not going to get fined for stealing something and then selling it in your store. But when you work ethically in this world, when you treat people in a good and ethical way, that stays with us forever. That becomes a part of who we are. Not only in this life, our tradition tells us, but through all eternity. So, Yasher Koach to you. Thank you for your words of Torah. We are going to invite to our bima Susan Gitterman to present to you some gifts from the congregation and some certificates. Susan is for only like a few more months, our immediate past president. but the immediate past president and a member of our board of trustees.
First of all, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, I'd like to welcome everyone to services this morning, with a special welcome to those of you who are visiting to help celebrate this wonderful Simcha with Sam and his family. Sam, Yasher Koach, you did a great job chanting. When I first looked at the service brochure and I saw how long your Haftarah was, I was impressed, and then I saw them bring the Navi scroll out of the ark, so I was doubly impressed. I also, it's very refreshing to hear about ethics, especially in business. And I especially want to say I'm very impressed that you've been helping with food gatherers. Food gatherers are we have a food pantry, the backdoor food pantry, that Temple Beth Emeth runs along with St. Clair, the Episcopal Church, which actually started it, and also Muslim Social Services. So the three organizations together help run this food pantry, which serves a very important purpose. And on behalf of the food pantry, I would like to thank you for helping with food gatherers, which is so essential to it. So I also have some gifts for you. On behalf of the congregation, I have your bar mitzvah certificate, and I have a $250 gift certificate to visit Israel, from Nifty. Also from our brotherhood, we have a mezuzah. And from the women of TBE, we have a Kiddush cup for you. So, Mazel Tov and Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you, Susan. So, I get the honor of also giving you a blessing in front of our open ark. If you're able, please rise.
May you live to see your world fulfilled. May your destiny be for worlds still to come. May you trust in generations past and yet to be. May you live to see your world fulfilled. May your eyes shine with the light of holy words, and your face reflect the brightness of the heavens. May your lips ever speak wisdom, your fulfillment be in justice, even as you ever yearn to listen to the words of the Holy Ancient One of old. May you live to see your world. May you live to see your world. May you live to see your world fulfilled.
Sam, it's my honor to give you the oldest blessing of the Jewish tradition, the priestly benediction. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God bless you and keep you. May God's light shine upon you. May God be gracious with you. And when God's face is lifted up to you, may God grant you the most important blessing any of us can have. May God grant you peace. Can you hear Ratzon? May this be God's will.
Amen.
You can go and have a seat with your parents. Yeah. Please be seated. We continue on page 376. O guardian of life and liberty, may our nation always merit your protection. Teach us to give thanks for what we have by sharing it with those who are in need. Keep our eyes open to the wonders of creation and alert to the care of the earth. May we never be lazy in the work of peace. May we honor those who have died in defense of our ideals. Grant our leaders wisdom and forbearance. May they govern with justice and compassion. Help us all to appreciate one another and to respect the many ways that we may serve you. May our homes be safe from affliction and strife, and our country be sound in body and spirit.
Amen.
We continue with a blessing for the state of Israel and hopes that as elections approach in the state of Israel, that a new government will come in, a government that is not certainly as corrupt as Bibi Netanyahu is, and one that will seek peace with its Palestinian neighbors. Avinu Shabashamayim Sur Yisrael v'Goalo Barech et Medina Yisrael Reshit Tzmichat Geulatenu. O Heavenly One, Protector and Redeemer of Israel, bless the state of Israel, which marks the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Shielded beneath the wings of your love, spread over it the canopy of your peace. Send your light and truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who dwell there.
Amen.
Our service continues with Aleinu on page 586. Please rise. Ready for it? Ready for Aleinu?
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגור עלינו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים,
לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. Page 591. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
Please be seated. When I die, give what's left of me away to children and old men that wait to die. And if you need to cry, cry for your brother walking the street beside you. And when you need me, put your arms around anyone and give them what you need to give me. I want to leave you something better than words or sounds. Look for me in the people I've known or loved. And if you cannot give me away, at least let me live in your eyes and not in your mind. You can love me best by letting hands touch hands and by letting go of children that need to be free. Love doesn't die. People do. So when all that's left of me is love, give me away. We are in the period of Shloshim, the first 30 days of mourning for Stuart Bleckman, Marilyn Coster, Robert Mitchell, and Mark Lerner. Our yahrzeits this week are for Thelma Berman, Ethel Balbroff, Benjamin Bulkley, Aharon Chayut, Elizabeth Copeland, Ellsworth Cowles, Monroe Frankenberger, Sam Friedland, Ray Goldberg, Lenka Goldova, Lily Goldstein, Yetta Kahane, Bernard Katz, Alan Kramer, Kenneth Levine, May Mendlovitz, Michelle Beth Mitchell, Ann Ohl, Ruth Pedrani, Arthur Pettit, Joseph Rosenberg, Sherry Sachs, Myron Schechter, Ann Schrawn, William Schulman, Ann Shaftel, Meryl Shane, Linda Shane, Elaine Silverman, Ann Simon, Elsie Unger, and Tori Walensky. If there are other names to be added to our list for mourning, please do so as my eyes meet yours. For all of those mentioned, for all of those who go unmentioned, and for all of those who have no one to say Kaddish for them, we rise, page 598. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma zivarach yirteh v'yamlich malchuteh, v'chayechon uvyomechon, uvchaye dechol beit Yisrael, v'agala u'yizman kariv v'yamru amen. Yehei Shemei Rabbah mevarach ve'olam ulamei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yitalal Shemei v'kudesha barichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei Shalama Rabbah min Shemaya V'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'romav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen.
Oseh shalom b'romav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen.
Zichronam Livracha, may their memories be forever a blessing.
Amen.
And please be seated, except Sam, you and your family, if you'd come back up to the bima for our Kiddush and Motzi. We like to do it up in front of the reading table, so if you'll take your places there, and the cantor's bringing our
wine and challah.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. L'chaim.
Fine.
You can pass the cup on so that you have your hands to hold the challah. Do you want to help, David? You sure?
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'tei avon.
Oseh shalom bimromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imru amen. May the one who makes peace in the heavens above make peace for all of us here right now, for all of Israel, for everyone who dwells here on earth, and let us say amen.
Oseh shalom bimromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imru amen. Ya la 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 la, ya 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 la 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 la.
A big mazel tov to Sam and to your entire family. Mazel tov. As we exit the sanctuary and head to our social hall, which is sort of down near the doors that you entered in, please take your Siddurim, your prayer books with you. It'll make the lives of our ushers a lot easier, and those handouts as you exit, and place them back on the carts. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Everyone, please join us for lunch in the social hall. There's too much for us.
Hi, good morning. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Oh my gosh, you're right. It's already the afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Wow, I am sleepy, I guess. So I think everyone has their prayer books, right? So if you will please turn to page 186. So I know it's already afternoon technically, but we're still going to be saying our morning blessings because for us, we haven't had our prayers yet. So let's join together. 186. And if you're a girl, you're going to say Moda. If you're a boy, you're going to say Modeh. Ready? Moda ani lefanecha melech chai v'kayam shehechezarta binishmati bechemla Rabba emunatecha. That was awesome. Let's do it again. Moda ani lefanecha melech chai v'kayam shehechezarta binishmati bechemla Rabba emunatecha. So once we get ourselves up in the morning, we say, wow, I have a body that works. How awesome is that? Right? And then we say, thank you, because I also have a soul that's part of that body. So turn to page 196. And so we can sing about our gratitude for our souls. Elohai neshama shenatata bi tehorahi. 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 So after we are thankful for our souls, we think about just being thankful for all of the tiny, small little things that happened from the time we opened our eyes in the morning to the time we made it here. I bet there's a lot that you're all thankful for, and I'm going to give you a moment to think about it without sharing, but I want you to maybe just think about one thing that you think is pretty special, awesome about this morning. Well, I'm saying this morning because it's only been afternoon for just a few minutes, and we had a long morning before then. I'm thankful that we can all be here together praying and saying our blessing over study. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on thy tongue. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on page 204. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey on thy tongue. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on thy tongue. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah, la'asok b'divrei Torah. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on thy tongue. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on thy tongue. So we said the blessing now, but I know you all did lots of amazing studying right before coming up here. So we're going to move on to the first section of our service, the first section of our prayers, the Baruch Hu and its blessings. So please turn to page 226, 226. And I hope you all have really good memories of all these prayers, because we're going to now go through them as we rise together facing the ark. Yai lai lai, yai lai lai lai, 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 yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai lai lai. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. And we continue on page 232, 232. Please remain standing. Because after we say our call to prayer, we take a moment to marvel at the beautiful world we live in, the world that God created. And we take a moment to be thankful for the studies that we have and the wisdom that we can gain, so that then we can take a moment and close our eyes and think about all of these gifts as we acknowledge the oneness of our God. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Now please be seated. And just turn one page to page 234 and pull out your yod. I hope you all remembered to bring it with you. Very good. And let's put our yod right on the first word at the top of page 234 as we chant the V'ahavta together. If you know this prayer well, sing it really loud. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
That was excellent. If you'll please turn to page 240. We always, in every day and almost every service, remember how important and sweet it is to have our freedom. We know that freedom doesn't come with no rules, but we know that it comes with learning and with certain rules that help make our lives all better. So as we sing this song of freedom, the Mi Chamocha, we think about how lucky we are to have the freedoms we do have and the opportunities to help other people find their freedom.
Ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha neder b'kodesh, nora tehilot osefele, nora tehilot osefele. Shira chadesha, shibchu geulim, leshimcha osfatayam, yachad kulam hodu, vehimlichu veyameru, Adonai yimloch le'olam ba'ed, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 la.
So we turn one page to page 242. And I know that we've been learning these next set of blessings, the blessings of our Amidah, which is our standing prayer, right, of our tefillah, the main section of the prayers of our service. I don't know how far we've gotten, but I want to sing through the next few pages together because I think we probably can. So if you'll all please rise.
Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Turn one page. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei avoteinu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor ve'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Ve'Konei Hakol, Ve'Zocher Chastei Avot ve'Imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, Lema'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer Umoshia Umagen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'Ezrat Sarah. Please be seated. Thank you so much for an amazing tefillah. First graders, should we give a shout out and thank you to the fifth graders for being so awesome and helpful? Very good. So with that, I'm going to dismiss the first graders and the fifth graders first. Thank you all for an amazing morning of study and prayer. Don't forget all of the wonderful things that you've made. Next, I'm going to let the second graders go home. Have a great Shabbat, everyone. Shabbat Shalom. Third graders, have an awesome day. All right, fourth graders, give them 1 second and you can go too. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.